And okay, cool. So, last class we talked about something a little more advanced. We talked about academic tenure. First off, what were your reactions after class? Like, what did you think about it? Did you think that it was an interesting topic, or did you think that was it too complex?
Mm, for me, I think it's very interesting because it's a new thing for me to know and to learn through it.
Mhm.
And yeah, and feel like, oh my God, this system is still exists in the world
Mm,
and in America,
yeah,
the yeah,
yeah,
the it's unbelievable.
yeah.
And I can see the advantage and disadvantage of the 10 year. And when I heard about the positive, I think, oh, it's good. When turn back to the negative, I feel like, oh, it's bad. So
Mm.
like everything has its pros and cons, so make sure that that I choose the right size.
All right. Well, I mean, since you're talking about it, let's would you like to read yours?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay. I haven't looked at it yet. It
um,
looks I'm very interested.
Yeah, okay. So I like to express my reflection about the video. I think it's obviously unfair. She's an exceptional journalist. Still, she can't gain her 10-year position. This denial was a decision made without any attention to her hardships in the field. I strongly assume this withholding was caused by her race. As a Black woman with a strong commitment against racism, she is very devoted and well known. Similarly, this makes the Board of Trustees afraid to empower her by the 10-year security. If they gave her the title, she could voice and spread her ideology freely and legally. Consequently, I would say the academic tenure should be eliminated from America's education system. It's so sad and unacceptable that the tuition keeps rising steadily because of this conservative system. I personally believe this removal would undoubtedly have many students to decrease the amount they pay for a degree. That's it.
Wow. Wow. I thought you were going somewhere else with this. Okay. So you think academic tenure should be abolished?
Yes, I do.
And what so your main reason that it should be abolished is because the expensive price of education, right?
Definitely, yeah, definitely.
Okay. So at what point, and this is just me playing I don't know if you know devil's advocate. Have you ever heard of that?
What is that? Sorry.
It's called devil's advocate. I'm just playing the
Double
other
advocate.
I'm playing the
Not
other
really.
okay, that means I'm playing the other side just
Oh, okay.
for argument's sake.
Okay.
So at what point do we sacrifice at a certain point with academic tenure, you're sacrificing academic freedom of the teacher
Mhm, mhm.
to save the students money. So at that point, is an education still worth it if you're not being taught what is right and what is wrong?
I think maybe it should be some field like in science, because the science we need some experiments, and it's very a critical experiment. So I think maybe we can like keep some field, but not at all.
Yeah.
Like as the video, or as you say the previous class, like some younger um people, they found it hard for them to achieve their dream, their potential, because of this barrier of the 10-year security.
Yeah. Yeah, it is expensive. They're actually they're actually talking about doing away or they're trying to pass a bill to make community college, the first 2 years of college, free in America, which would be
Mhm.
amazing. Um, I missed the boat on that, obviously. And then the other thing that they're trying to do is if you have debt, they're trying to erase 10,000 American dollars worth of debt. So it would make the playing field a little bit more level. But then
Mhm.
when the problem is when you erase that debt, where who pays for that debt? It's still
Yeah.
there. It just doesn't get erased. So it would be like the government would maybe pay for it. I don't know. I find like a lot of these issues in America are like balls of yarn that are tangled, and you have to like
Mm.
untangle the knots. It's very difficult,
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah, it
and
is.
and very very complex
Mhm.
situation. I'm actually surprised that you want to erase that or want to get rid of tenure. Very interesting. Very interesting. Great job. Great job.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome. Oh, by the way, if if I was a teacher, like real teacher teaching a class like this, and there was no academic tenure, I wouldn't be allowed to teach academic tenure to you guys. So if there was no academic tenure, so
Okay.
yeah, kind of like a catch 22. All right, brother.
I'm a bit different from sister.
Okay, let's hear it.
So, from my point of view, the decision of the UNC on Nicolas short tenure was unfair. This could be the political motivation rather than individual competency of Nico since he has been rich of experience. This means that she could not be accepted as a professor because of not only her race, but also her experience on the black in the United States. Meanwhile, Nicole is an activist struggling to promote change in society, so accepting Nicole's tenure would impact the existing conservative board of trustees leadership in the future. Regarding the academic tenure system in America, that I still learn a little bit from our brief discussion and video last week. I could see that continuing this serves purpose in American society. However, it may continue to leave disadvantage, including increased debt for students and keeping loose employment opportunity for potential young generations. Finally, I need to learn more about the system, but further small research could be conducted.
Wow, same, same. Interesting.
It's
So
a little bit different because sister have a, a strong and clear sense that she wants to uh, demolish.
yeah,
Yeah, but for me it's kind of neutrality because actually we just learn a little bit about this. So personally, I need to learn more about the American system of
yeah,
academy year. I
of
think
course.
it's interested like sister. So I think I could do a small research, a quick research on that so that I can have more knowledge about this.
I do find what both of you say. I mean, as someone that's starting to teach, I do like having academic tenure because I do like having the freedom to teach my point of view and my experiences. But at the same time, I absolutely understand where you're coming from. How can I put this? I grew up advantaged. I grew up in an advantaged life here, and a little and definitely had privilege in life. So financial stability, although it is something I worry about, it's not something I worry about as much as other people who are not like me. So from that point of view, I don't consider that. So I appreciate that both of you talk about how how the about the disadvantages and increasing student debt and the loss of employment opportunities for younger generations. You know, it's something that I don't really think about. So I do appreciate that both of you bring that to light for me. So yeah, very cool, very cool. Um, I'm gonna read Kunz if that's all right.
Yeah, it is.
All right, let me see here.
Yeah.
Okay, I think, or how about this? Why am I reading? Does somebody else want to read? Nobody wants to hear me.
Um,
V,
I
you want to read
think,
that?
yeah, I will try.
Okay, I know it's
um,
okay.
I think it is a bit unfair to Nicole Hannah Jones, but it's also a good point to think about the problem because she has an experience on the 1619 project, which was related to politics, gender, and race. Freedom is good for everyone if there is a limitation, but it's also a big disaster if there is no limitation. I mean that academic tenure is good, but needs something to control it, such as Johanna Jones will get a fixed term contract, but with the option of review for her 10-year period, because everything needs to control. So I think it's good to do like what UNC's board did because they just want to protect something bad happens in the future, like what happened with 1619 projects. I think the board of trustees did not want to give tenure to this professor because of politics, not because of she was a black woman. American must do away with academic tenure, so the university does not need to pay much money to all professors. One more thing, young professors, however, less experienced but more technical and cheaper, especially easy to control than 10-year professors. Wow, it's very detailed.
Nice. Please unmute teacher.
Sorry,
Teacher.
sorry.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, wow, we're 3 for 3 here. Um, Let me ask a question. Would your viewpoint change if student debt was decreased? Like if it was if students did not have the financial burden of or as much of a financial burden to in colleges and universities, would your opinion change?
What is your question again, teacher? I didn't.
Okay, so if there was no debt or less debt, would your opinion change about academic tenure?
Will change.
It would change. Yeah.
Yes, it not relate to the fee the student has to pay because sometimes they struggle to pay the money. They want
Mhm.
to get higher education, but it fail because the money.
Yeah. Was that one of the main things that I mean, obviously it's one of the main points that you took with you when after I taught this
Yeah,
was how
absolutely.
expensive tuition is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
it's crazy.
Mm,
Did anybody look up what average tuition is in America?
not not really.
I didn't either. Well, we should do that in a second. But I see brother is about to enter the room. Let me see. Uh, Let me see here. Oh, there's a preview of what our next assignment's going to be. All right. Just in time.
Good evening, brother Vijay.
Good evening, Ron.
You're just in time to read your homework.
I'm really very sorry, teacher, for being late.
It's all right.
Yeah,
V was complaining about you, so
Oh
really,
no.
I'm kidding. I'm
Don't
kidding.
listen to him.
I'm
Don't
kidding.
listen to
I
him,
I'm
okay? I'm a good
I'm
girl. I'm a good girl.
I'm
No
making a
small
really,
joke.
talk.
I'm making a
wow.
joke.
You, we're not yet.
All right.
Do I need to read?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Okay. According to this video, in my opinion, I thought it was kind of an incriminating and racist topic because Area 4, Nicole Hans Jones isn't fair enough to accept. She's the kind of a think tank person that plays a major role in the society. Next, the board of trustees didn't allow their tenor access based on political platform. Last, I would suggest the US board director system would reform as the balance rules between the senior and junior generations to make the chance for young generation things.
Wow. Excellent. That's really cool. I like that your focus is on the racism, and it is criminal that what they're doing to Nicole Hannah Jones. The fact that the board at UNC is all white and all male. That's an all white male board of trustees. And because Nicole Hannah Jones was involved in talking about race and talking about what was going on with her people, they didn't allow her tenure. So, uh, yeah, good job. So wait a second. So here's another question for you. So Tier, what do
Yes,
you so you don't think academic tenure uh should go away? Do you
I
think
think if we okay, let carry on yours.
no, I mean do you think we should still have it in America or should it go away?
Mm, and this is my just my private idea. I
Hmm.
think we should go for the balance between the tenure because if we are throughout, the rule may be break for sometimes.
Hmm.
Yeah, because as you know, the persons or the people really like the thing that it's become easier for them. That's why they become more easy, make their broke the rule by any time, maybe unaware for break the law also.
Yeah. What about the money that the students have to pay for debt, for student
Yeah.
debt?
Mm-hmm. I think I think maybe Vijaka will have this idea because she wrote very clearly about that.
Yeah, but what is your idea? We know her idea.
But I
What
don't.
do you?
She may help me. You know.
Yeah. Well, what I'm asking is, do you think if academic tenure goes away, then
Mm-hmm.
the student's financial burden will go away as well?
Yeah.
So, um, what do you think about that? Do you think that's a good thing, or?
For me, I think it's like a neutrals
Hmm.
because if we are thinking like the good way, it will give us the best results. If we are talk like a pro and cons, it may have some like disadvantage for the student and the teacher also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. You guys.
Just one follow-up question, teacher.
Yeah.
Uh, let's say how long would it take for paying back the debt for the government?
It depends what kind of loan you take out and how much money you're making, but on average,
10 years,
20,
5 years?
no, 20 years maybe.
Wow.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah,
Oh
seriously,
my God.
20, sometimes 30.
So how?
That's why
Because
American people want to leave their country to work outside.
I think, well, in my instance, it's very expensive to live here. The average home costs, ready? I'm gonna just write the average cost of a home right here. And literally this just came out. That's the average cost of a home in
Per, mo-
America.
per month?
No. That's the average.
The
That's what
house
a house,
price.
what a house costs. Yeah.
Oh, uh-huh.
Um,
So,
I
is it
think
the kind
I
of
think
get
yeah,
community?
Cambodia as well. You know, we got this price as well for a villa.
for no, because I was looking at villas in like right on the outside of Phnom Penh, and they're probably like this 100
Yeah.
100,000.
Mm,
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's something I can afford. This I can afford,
mhm.
but
Is it in US or in Phnom Penh? This.
yeah,
Outside.
It's just maybe the outskirts of the
yeah, out
province.
it was the outskirts. They're brand new. I'll send you the link. I'll send you a link of because there's a no, there's a guy on YouTube selling building homes in Phnom Penh. So, but anyway,
Okay.
what I'm saying is that it's really expensive here, and I'm sick of and tired of struggling and just trying to get by and just quite frankly just being miserable. And I want to go to a place where I have a little more freedom financially, and
Mm,
honestly, I just when I'm in another country,
the
it's
place
just
where you love.
yeah. So yeah,
Obsessed
so
with. I
As
understand. I
mhm,
understand.
yeah.
yeah.
I know you're like I can see you dreaming about UK right now.
Oh yes, you're right because yeah, it's my actual plan. We
Yeah.
plan to move back there to maybe this October, hopefully. That's why I
Wow.
had to yeah. That's why I had to take an IELTS. I'm very nervous this month. I had to take
Yeah.
it.
Oh, you got to
I'm
take
so
your
nervous about
test?
it. Yes, this month an IELTS for my visa application. I need a
Okay.
And
test
you
before going there.
So you have to
and
know
you
about United Kingdom stuff?
Yes, I
Oh,
do.
wow.
I read it a lot.
Okay, good. Good.
Yes.
If it was America, I could help you out, but I don't know a ton about the United Kingdom. So,
Yeah.
yeah. But
I think
okay.
it's a huge decision making for me because I had to bring my family there, my daughter to see
Uh,
everything there. Yeah,
yeah.
it's what I'm looking for.
Yeah. Are you going to be living in London?
Nope, Manchester.
Okay. Are you going to
Yes, because
be
what? Sorry.
here's a big question though.
Yeah. Okay. Keep on.
Man U or Man City?
Absolutely united.
Oh my god. What?
you know, I don't know. Maybe I just love the color. And when
Okay.
I went to work, when I were there, I went to work, and I always go through the stadium. I feel like, oh my god, I'm so in love with the stadium.
in
But
in yeah.
believe me or not, I never watch any game.
Okay. I
Yes.
understand. I understand. All good. All good. Um so let me see how much time we got left till okay. So what I'm going to do is because it's almost 9. I'm going to stop this and then you know what? Yeah, I'm going to stop this then we're going to come back and start this lesson, okay?
Okay, cool.
Okay. All right, cool. See you guys in 2 seconds.
I see you.
You
what does it mean?
Okay. So wow, this is going to be a new uh-oh. He just left. Where's everybody? Okay. Anyway, so when I'm teaching this, if something is not clear, please, please, please let me know. This is a complex subject,
Mhm.
but I'm breaking it down into very simple parts. So basically, nobody's ever heard of cryptocurrency before?
For
No.
me, no.
No, nobody's ever heard of it. Okay, cool. So, what is cryptocurrency? Who would like to read
Like
that?
Cryptocurrency is digital money that is not regulated by any government that you can use to buy goods.
Yes. Yes. Awesome. So, what does that mean? Digital money.
Digital. It's kind of e-banking.
stock.
Hold on one second. Hold on. Hold on.
Anh đứng song side lôi lịch tình này.
Okay. Sorry. I had to get up off my rear end. What is this?
Oh,
Oh,
it's mine.
Mariel.
Yeah.
Mariel.
Is it digital?
This is physical, not digital.
Physical money.
Yeah.
Tangible.
Mm,
You can hold it. You can hold it in
Yeah.
your hand.
Yeah.
Like this guy.
yeah.
This guy's in my hand, right?
Oh, my king.
Now you are doing the magician.
Right? So, okay. So let me go back to share. So cryptocurrency is not, there's no physical money to be held with cryptocurrency. Okay. So next.
Intangible.
Not tangible. Yep. So you may be familiar with the most popular versions like Bitcoin or Ethereum, but you guys aren't familiar with those, which is cool. All right. And then who wants to read the last one?
I will.
Okay.
There are more than 5,000 different cryptocurrencies in circulation,
Yep.
according to Kwan
Yeah. So there's basically what it is these people create this currency, and without getting too deep into it, assign a value to this currency, and basically the currency fluctuates in price, and you can use it to pay for things now, especially Bitcoin. Bitcoin's the most popular, so we'll be focusing on Bitcoin. All right. Where does cryptocurrency come from? Who would like to read?
Me.
Okay.
Yeah. You can buy the cryptocurrency through an online exchange. Some people earn cryptocurrencies through a complex process called mining.
Mining.
Mining requires advanced computer equipment to show highly complicated math results. Once someone gets cryptocurrencies, they can store it in a digital wallet, online, on a computer, external hard drive.
Yeah. So basically, when you have cryptocurrency, basically when you have cryptocurrency, you can store it online, which a lot of people don't, because it can be hacked by a hacker. So basically, they put it on an external hard drive. It's so funny. Right before class started, there was a TV show on Al Jazeera on cryptocurrency. So all the currency for Bitcoin is stored inside of a mountain with that's not online, in a big security system with people with guns and all kinds of stuff. It's crazy. It's crazy. So, any questions, by the way?
Yes, a lot.
Okay, let's hear it.
I just wonder what is mining? Here they say mining require advanced computer. So it's just like a game to play for the money or something like that.
On a computer. Yeah. So basically these big computer systems that they work through complex puzzles, okay? And when they solve these complex puzzles, they earn a Bitcoin.
The real
Okay?
money.
Well, the cryptocurrency called the Bitcoin. It's called a Bitcoin, but it's the name of the cryptocurrency. Well, how about I say
it equivalent to the money like 1,000 or 2,000.
It can be traded in for money. Yeah, it can be traded in for like real money. Yeah. So basically, that's how you get it, and it's yeah. So it's crazy. It's basically these computers do work for the cryptocurrency, and the person who has the computers gets the cryptocurrency.
Okay, so the player benefit from the cryptocurrency, but how about the one who make it?
That's a little more complex. Yeah, that's a little more complex. I think we're gonna get to that. I think in a video that we're gonna watch. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So she wants to advance about that.
Yeah. Well, listen. I'm gonna tell you right now. This is a dangerous game, cryptocurrency. So you know, it's not something.
Teacher, pardon me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you give me the synonym of the word mining, please?
Oh, synonym for mining. Let's see. How about unearth, extract?
Extract. Okay.
Extract, like take. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, no problem. So, who would like to read? Why do people like cryptocurrency?
Currency is begins. It cannot be regulated by any government. Transaction occur faster than with banks. It is safe from the hackers.
So, what is this word right here? Decentralized. Is anybody familiar with it?
Spree?
I'm afraid not.
How does your government control money?
Like
by determine the
I think machines or something.
Through what?
The man machine that
your microphones.
Crypto need to operate.
Are you busy mining right now? Because I can't hear you.
The main system.
maybe because of the internet.
connection.
Yeah, your internet's a little slow, but hold on, just hold on 1 second. You're frozen. So basically, what I'm saying is decentralizing means that no one government can control.
It's been independent.
Crypto. It is independent of any government, which makes governments very mad. Okay? Because they want to manipulate the money. Understand?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So transactions occur faster than banks. You ever try to make what happens on Sunday at a bank?
They're not working.
Yeah. But with cryptocurrency, you can make a transaction on a Sunday. You can make a transaction on a Saturday. You can make a transaction at 3 a.m. or early in the morning, at night. It doesn't matter. They're way faster. And then the third thing is it's safe from computer hackers, meaning that people cannot steal it because it's locked away, and you have a key, and that key is only for you. So here we go. Who would like to read this? Why is cryptocurrency potentially dangerous?
I do.
Okay.
Um, there is no regulation. It undermines central banks. This means, I can't say. This means, sorry, I can see your face. Okay, sorry. This means if something goes wrong, there is no government that can stabilize the currency. It is not tangible, which means you cannot hold it in your hand like the US dollar or Khmer Ringgit. It is highly volatile, which means the prices go up and down and are not stable. It is bad for the environment. Mining one Bitcoin consumes more electricity than it takes to power all of Argentina. It is not real money. Where's teacher?
You should
My
open your
question
voice,
is
please, teacher.
Ah, Jesus
Teacher.
Christ. Hello? Sorry.
Yes.
I'm
yeah,
so bad.
so
I try not to. I put it on mute, and then I unmute it, and then I guess it doesn't work. So I apologize. My
English.
bad. So
No, the teacher brain us.
yeah. So basically, what is the positive here? Because there's no regulation,
Mhm.
is also a negative. Because what happens when money fluctuates a lot? Prices also fluctuate for groceries, for goods, for houses. So one day a house might be like $100,000. The next day it's $300,000 because there's no regulation on money. Because if we only had cryptocurrency, there would be fluctuations every day in prices for gas, for food, for everything. And that's why it's potentially dangerous. Again, not tangible. You can't hold on to it. So there's nothing to say that you have this money, you know? It's highly volatile, which means the prices go up and down, just like I was just saying. Environmental impact is big. One Bitcoin consumes more energy than Argentina. So, do you know how big Argentina is?
yeah, it's big.
Yeah, yeah. So who's the famous footballer from Argentina? Maradona.
Dima.
How about Maradona?
Huh?
Maradona? I don't know, but anyway,
He's the famous in the world.
yeah. So mining one Bitcoin consumes more electricity than his whole country. And again, it's not real money. So, all right. Can you all hear?
Yeah, here, got it.
Bitcoin is a digital currency which aims to do away with all the problems we have paying for things online. You may think that the system we have is pretty good. But everything we buy today has to go through a bank or credit card company who take a cut of the transaction and who rely on our trust that they'll do everything right. After a while, those payments start to build up. And added to that is security. You have to trust your card company to keep your details safe. Many people have tried to work out how to have a payment system without that middleman. But then there's another problem. How do you prove that you've paid for something? Or even that you have that money at all, without someone vouching for you? It's so serious it has a name, the double spending problem. Then, in 2008, a solution was offered by an anonymous programmer going by the name of Satoshi Nakamoto. Nakamoto left a paper on a popular cryptography blog which proposed a system of currency that solved all of these fiddly problems. His proposal was that instead of a bank or credit card company recording every transaction in one central ledger, all of the users would record all of the transactions at the same time. As a result, any attempt to fool the community would be noticed and the payment rejected. No one user, government, or bank can force a fee on a payment or control its flow. The result is a cheaper, quicker, and easier way to spend money, even across national borders. So this is Bitcoin, and it's already starting to have an impact on people's lives. Within months of the proposal, it was being used to buy and sell goods, although not always from the most scrupulous of traders. But it's not all shady businesses. Some shopping sites take it. You can buy pints in London and even pay for your university tuition. As you might have heard, there are problems. While some are profiting from getting involved early, others are losing out from this volatile and young market. And people are founding companies to buy up lots of Bitcoins. But as it's designed to have a limited amount ever in circulation, that might cause problems down the road. There's so much uncertainty around Bitcoin. Some people genuinely think this is the future. Others are terrified it could destroy our economy. But many from both sides agree that if we could get Bitcoin to work, or something like it, if we can trust a digital currency to work without the middlemen, then the way the world economy functions could be transformed for the better.
So how did that make things a little bit easier to understand?
Yeah, some.
Yes.
Some things,
Some,
yeah.
yeah, I have to do more research about the Bitcoin. I heard it
Yeah.
before, but I never go through it deeply.
Yeah, it's kind of a crazy thing, and there's been so much in the news about it that I was like, hey, you know what? I think that this is something that you guys might be interested in. One thing that I kind of want to do right now is I want to go, oh no, I want to take this out and I want to look up I want to show you the price of Bitcoin and where it has been in the past 5 years. So let me see if there's a way I can. Okay, cool. Cool.
Teacher,
Yeah.
excuse me, teacher.
Yeah.
It is a kind of dirty money.
At first it was used to buy illegal things. Yeah. Because they were saying that it was criminals were thinking that it's untraceable. But what happened is that because every person sees every transaction, that criminals started getting caught a lot easier because you could see that they were buying things that they weren't supposed to buy. So you get to see like everything that someone's buying. So there were government in America, there were a couple government agents that were actually taking Bitcoins, but because that it's not tangible money, the transaction went from computer to computer. So there was a there was a trail, a digital trail where people could see that these government people were taking Bitcoins and they both ended up in jail. At first they thought it was just one person, but because of the trail, they saw it was two people and they both went to jail. All right, check this out.
Okay.
So this is the price of Bitcoin. One day.
Oh, like the stock.
Yeah, it started out, one Bitcoin started out at like $37,271 for one Bitcoin. This is what it started out in the day. By the end of the day, it dropped down to, wait 1 second. Why isn't it? It dropped down to like something like below 36,000. So in one day, you lost like $1,500 at least, maybe almost $2,000 you've lost in one day because of the price of Bitcoin. So what I will tell you is this is what it was in May, in the beginning of May. It was almost $60,000 for one Bitcoin. And as you see, by May 22nd, it was below 40,000. So you lost $20,000 in less than a month with digital currency. But it went back up. It's, really fluctuating. 1 year, Bitcoin was, let me see here. A year ago, Bitcoin was at $9,700. Then by March, it was all the way up past $50,000. You see, there's a high variation in price here, which is very dangerous, especially if you're investing all your money in Bitcoin. You can easily go broke. So the volatility of this is very dangerous. And then here's the 5 year. It was worth 5 years ago. It was worth like $600. Actually, I know a guy that had 4 whole Bitcoins 5 years ago, and he probably made. I remember he was freaking out in 2018 when it got up to $15,000. He's like, "Oh, I'm really making money," and I'm like, "Yeah, whatever." If he held on, I don't know if he held on to them, but if he held on to his Bitcoins, he's probably close to being a millionaire by now. So, yeah, who knows? But this is just 5 years ago. But if you invest in it now, it's so volatile that you're probably gonna get a loss. You're probably taking a loss. So, I don't know if it's necessarily a good idea to be investing. It's one of those things where I don't know. I don't have the answers. So,
Teacher, I
yeah,
have questions to ask you.
yeah, of course.
What is the difference between the Bitcoins and the stock?
Nothing.
It
Nothing
is
at
the
all.
same?
Well, the stock market. Well, okay. Here's what I say. The stock market is, although it is. Let me see.
Like a cryptocurrency?
Let's see. I'm gonna look it up right now. Here we go. Where's my share? Oh yeah, share screen. So when you buy a cryptocurrency, you earn a certain amount of that digital currency. Some days it may be possible to use that crypto transaction as easily as other currencies. But today, as a primary store of value, that you can hold on to or sell. So it's just a value. There's just a dollar sign attached to it. In comparison, stocks are offered by company as equity and ownership in that company. So the difference between stocks and cryptocurrency is just a value, a volatile value of money, whereas stocks, you actually have a tangible ownership in that company.
Yeah, I understand.
Understand?
Thank you.
Cool.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome. So, okay, guys. So, I'm giving you something to think about for homework. There's all kinds of information about this stuff. So, for homework 6, I want to know what your thoughts are about cryptocurrency. Also, I want to know, did you know about it, if you knew about it before this lesson? And I want to know if you think it has a future. Really, really, really simple. Again, there's no right or wrong answers. I just want to know your thoughts and what you think about it, especially since, you said that you had limited knowledge about it beforehand. So, do you have any other questions?
There's a
And
no from me.
it is new. Is it too much?
Oh, yeah, no,
No,
but I'm a bit unclear with this lesson, but it's good
Yeah.
to do more research on the homework.
Yeah. So, if you guys want to do some reading about it, I'll put an article. I'll send you an article as well. Or you know what I'll do? I'll put the article link uh, on the homework page. So if you want to look over that, you can check it out as well, and maybe it'll be more clear. So
Good.
great.
Yeah.
okay, all right,
Wonderful.
okay. Everything else good? Any other questions?
Yeah.
No.
It's no for me.
Okay.
It's good, but may I have a question
Yeah.
regarding the yesterday homework? Just
Yeah.
one question. Regarding the academic tenure in practice in the USA, when we are being a civil servants, like teacher, let's say like teacher, can we do beyond our title? Let's say you are going to do or to provide lecture at the private university. Is it possible or just no?
No. For if you want to teach, if you're teaching at a public university, you can also teach at a private university at the same time.
Is it okay?
Yeah, it's okay. And also, private universities do have academic tenure.
Oh,
Yeah,
also academic tenure apply both
to
public and
both.
private.
Same. But just know that with a private school, you are going to pay more money anyway. So
Uh,
you students are going to pay more money in universities and in secondary school for private university. I mean, you guys probably know about that just from schools in Phnom Penh, like ISIPP
yeah.
is is
Quite expensive.
quite expensive. Yeah, my friend's my friend's wife is a teacher there. So yeah, but yeah, it's but they international teaching is a little different because the teachers sign 2-year contracts, so there's no tenure for international teaching. So you unless you're at an American school in like I know one of my universities near me, Temple, has a campus in Tokyo, and they do have tenure at that campus because it's an American university. But as far as these other schools internationally, like secondary schools, I don't think there's tenure. So, okay?
Mm, yeah.
Okay, guys. Hey, I apologize if this was like a little crazy of a lesson, but I just
No, it's fun. It's fun.
No, it's
Okay.
quite good.
Okay.
You can take us the something new around
I
the
just
world also.
I think I saw some heads exploding. Like when
No,
I was
lecture like to open my eye and my brain.
yeah, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Okay,
Yeah,
guys.
it's great.
Cool. So this is your homework, and I'm gonna actually post a link as well. So
Mhm.
okay, thank you so much, and I will see you all tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
All
sure.
bye,
right.
teacher.
Night. Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Uh,